with the author of It's Okay to Be Angry About Capitalism, Senator Bernie Sanders. Yeah. All right, so what is it that makes you angriest about capitalism? Because we live in a capitalistic system.
What makes me angry is the massive inequalities that exist. Look, a few blocks away from here, there are people sleeping out on the street. People are dying because they can't afford health care. And you got 3 people who own more wealth than the bottom half of American society. Nobody will ever convince me that that is morally or economically acceptable.
What do you say to the people who say that capitalism makes this the land of opportunity, and the people who have the most money have taken advantage of that opportunity?
I'm not saying that these guys are breaking the law. I'm just saying that as an American citizen, I think that massive inequality is absolutely immoral, and it's bad economics because it spills over to our political system where these guys and their super PACs are spending hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars to elect people who represent the rich and the powerful. It spills over to our economy, where in sector after sector, you have a handful of large corporations controlling what goes on and engaging in a lot of price fixing. So we need a vibrant democracy. We need an economy that works for all. We don't need a few people on top with such incredible wealth and power.
Okay. Well stated. I understand where you're coming from. Since we do live in a capitalistic society, let's look at the glasses half full. What makes you happiest about capitalism? I'll start. It's the money. Is there anything good you like about capitalism?
Yeah, we got a tremendous diversity of ice cream. Like the ice cream. A lot of great restaurants.
Sure.
Look, there's a lot. When I talk about capitalism, I'm not talking about a mom and pop store or small businesses. We are talking about the concentration of ownership in the hands of a few.
I'm going to talk about a hearing that was earlier this year. You were chairing a Senate hearing where one of the Republican senators got up.
Mullins.
Markwayne Mullins.
Yeah, Mullins.
Markwayne Mullins got up, and he was going to fight a guy from the Teamsters who was testifying right there in the room.
Sean O'Brien from the
Sean O'Brien from the Teamsters was going to fight. Okay. A, why'd you stop it? And second,
would have been good TV.
Great,
I know, you're right.
Exactly.
Should have thought of it.
Super Bowl ratings. But to what degree has the Senate changed since you got there?
Look,
like was Lamar Alexander threatening to just jack slap somebody into next Tuesday?
Not in a million years.
Okay.
All right. Look, Trump has helped foment right-wing extremism. And disrespect, I think, for a lot of things. And, you're seeing more in that. Not only in the Congress, you're seeing it in state legislatures, people saying outrageous things, doing outrageous things. You're seeing people sending out Christmas cards posing with massive weapons, numbers of weapons. So, I think we are moving in a bad direction, and I hope very much we can turn that around. Because, Stephen, what I do want to tell you as somebody who has had the opportunity to run for president, and I've been to every state in this country, and this is the truth. There are decent people all over the place. People who love this country, who want to see us do well, who are sick and tired of this very bitter partisanship and the kind of hatred that we're seeing today. And we got to bring those people to stand up and reclaim our country.
Senator Sanders, thank you so much for being here. It's okay to be angry about capitalism. It's now available in paperback. Senator Bernie Sanders, everybody. We'll be right back with a performance by Bleachers.